Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the Ghost of 13-month series does not get you. Let's have this irregular conversation real quick because I'm starting to realize I don't even think this community understand what an irregular actually is. This is not me doing a Nelly impression. I have like a hole in my face and it's been bleeding. I don't know. By the way, just a quick side note. I think most people in this community believe that an irregular is this unstoppable moving force, this unbeatable person, just because that is generally the outcome. They end up becoming extreme monsters in the tower who have caused and created great change. And I think that we are mistaking the outcome for the truth and the reality of what it is that is making them go on that trajectory. So I want to talk about it real quick. This shouldn't be long because it's actually very simple. And I think I have an analogy that will resonate with most of you and make that picture crystal clear. Let's hop right in. 時々俺が綺麗どうもそして僕を見て頑張りますあのね Y'all talking time just tick away You ain't clocking I was on the day All that watch is stopping what you claim Dollar crosses Rio got me name Hoping God just get me out this game Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell down so the Ghost of 13-month series doesn't get you. Check out the description for all other links and follow me on Twitch. Paperwork Hems. Check out the archive channel too, man. Everything that I do on Twitch goes on the archive channel. Okay, so the actual meaning of an irregular is very simple. It is somebody who is not an in-tower habitant. There are people in the tower, in a world in the tower, different floors in the tower. People are born in there. Someone gives birth to them within the tower, and as a result, they have to abide by certain rules and laws. Irregulars come from outside the tower for whatever reason, forcing the door open, the tower open for them because it thinks it needs great change, what have you. There's a couple of speculations even amongst the people within the narrative itself on why the door opens for irregulars. All an irregular really is a being who it does not have to follow the rules of the tower. The laws of the tower in which the people who are born in it must follow don't apply to them. I'm going to give you an example. An analogy. I'm an athlete, soccer player. Soccer is what I excel at. Football. If I say football, people think NFL, American football, but soccer. I want you to think that I was like an irregular within the confines of that sport. And it means that the rules of the game don't apply to me. So watch this. I can do this shit and throw the ball. This is a handball for any other player on the field. But for me, it's not because I'm an irregular. And that makes the game way more easy for me to excel at. It makes it easier for me to excel at because I'm not being held back by, oh, you can't step out of bounds. Oh, you can't use your hands. Oh, you can't do this or that. I can do all those things. I'm allowed to. And that is why I will probably be better than a lot of people who are playing. Or at the very least, the game's gonna come to me a lot easier. They'll have to do a lot more to compensate for the rules that I don't have to follow. Does that make sense? So Bam, for example, doesn't have to think about asking the administrator for permission to use Shinsu. Those are all the things that come into play. It does not mean Bam was supposed to be this unstoppable character. And if you're paying attention to the narrative, we do actually have a small frame of reference to compare, like the journey of an irregular. We know Irreg 50 years, yada yada. For whatever reason, some people believe he just came in the tower as strong as he was, didn't get any stronger. I don't understand or subscribe to that train of thought. I don't believe that. On the hidden floor, at the very least, we know Bam was inferior or just a little bit on par with Dada Zahard and Dada Kunadwan. How do we know this? Well, Kunadwan was training him how to use Shinsu property conversion and already had 3 Shinsu qualities by the time that they got to that floor, the hidden floor, hell train stuff. In addition to Zahard being able to use Shinwan Ryu amongst other things. So they were already more advanced than Bam at that point in time. Bam ended up catching up with his true self mode, so to speak. But the fact of the matter is, they knew a lot more about what they could do from a technique and a basic standpoint than he did. Therefore, they were actually superior to him, and Bam didn't technically beat Dada Zahard. So you know what I'm saying? even as an irregular, it doesn't seem that he's actually like doing everything faster and better and greater than everyone else before him. But the rules don't apply to him. Therefore, he can do things that people can only dream of in the tower. It's really that simple. An irregular does not have to abide by the rules. If there's a law that says, hey, you have to check in with the administrator to be able to go through this portal, the irregular could just make the portal and go themselves. So that's it in a nutshell. I don't want to get lost in this conversation because a lot of times when people are like, hey, did you know such and such is an irregular? I'm like, first of all, yes. Like, I read the story. Obviously, I know he's an irregular. But they try to use the irregular term as a crutch, as an excuse to basically say that the reason why this character is doing all of this stuff, aka BAM, is because he's an irregular. But that's not what it means. It didn't mean he was supposed to be unstoppable and unbeatable. That's all I have to say for today. Really quick video, nothing crazy. Let me know what you guys thought about what I had to say. And yeah, the rules of the tower, the laws don't abide to them. The REA swordsmanship can't be dodged. And the regular be able to dodge that because the rules don't apply to them. Like, it's really like that simple. Like, think like in basketball, if I was allowed to fight people, I'm not a dribble or nothing. I can just take the ball and run and travel and do whatever. It'd make the game a lot easier. That's all I'm saying. You guys take care.
In my drugs, pour it in my cup, sitting in my darkness with my ghouls, we pouring up. I don't really give a fuck, I don't really have a say. You tell me that I suck, I tell you get up out my face. You got tears in your eyes, looking like a fool.